Okay, come on. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. We're with the SwellPro SPLASHDRONE 3 Plus here at the beach, as you can see. And we're gonna try some drone fishing today. This is gonna be the kind of the first time I'm fishing with the SPLASHDRONE 3 Plus. PL3 cam on here, 4K. So we're gonna try to get some video of this on here as well. But as you know, the PL3 has a drop mechanism. This is like a stainless steel, waterproof servo pin drop mechanism. I call this a damache. Basically have a 3-ounce weight on the bottom. And as you can see, this is basically a line of hooks. They're just little small hooks. But I'm gonna try some fishing directly from the drone first. I've got about a 10 to 15 foot line here. And I just got a loop on the end. And that's basically gonna loop into the drop mechanism. So first we're gonna try some direct to drone fishing with no other line attached. If something gets on there, it's too heavy or it gets snagged, at least I can just bail the whole rig here and release the whole rig, right? And then we're gonna get into the big stuff after that. So I have my Aloha pole set up here. This is for the really big fish. Open face reel here, a nitro power pole I just set up. Connect our rig. Once I set that up, giant, you can see how big that hook is. I think this is the biggest Aloha hook you can basically buy. We're going for the giant trevally jackfish, right? And just drop it as far as I can go. I think I've got about 400 yards of line on there, of course farther than I can cast. We're gonna see how that does. But first things first, we wanna get some bait on here. I got some squid and shrimp. And so I'm gonna bait up all these hooks. We're gonna drop it down there, drop the drone on the water, see if we can see it with the camera, and see if we can catch something. Let's get started. Since it stays on the hook better, is I'm gonna use some of this squid. This is just regular eco, we call it here in Hawaii. And it's just squid. I like to use the tentacles because they give a little bit of like action, as well as they got the smell, yeah? And they also stay on the hook really good. Basically, I just like to kind of go in the top, right? Push it down on the hook and then wrap it around and do one more solid hook through into the big part of the tentacle. Then we got some like dangling there, so we got some action. It's gonna stay on the hook really well. So the whole idea, guys, with this rig is we're gonna catch some bait fish, right? And we're gonna put that on the big hook and put that out there. If we don't catch any bait fish, then at least we can just put the big frozen squid I have on that big hook. If you guys haven't seen the review on this, go ahead and check it out. Pretty awesome, just a couple of things. So we'll go ahead and launch. Launching up. And there is our rig. Let me just check the rig real quick. Whoa! That weight is swinging. Woo, there it is. So there's the weight and all the hooks there. You got 5 hooks. And that is, remember, 3 ounces of weight. Doing fine with it. Remember, this is just to catch little fish. So let's go out there a ways. There it goes. Hopefully you guys can see this in my hat cam. It's kind of swinging a little bit. Now remember, I've only got about 10, 15 feet of line on there. So I don't want to go too deep, right? Because we're just trying to catch small fish. I'll go ahead and have the video up now. I want to get outside of the waves too, right? So go out here. I'm going to go back in the shade so I can see the screen a little better. There we go. So a little further out maybe, just to get out of these waves and swell. There are some waves today. I guess right about there. How far away am I? I'm 162 meters. And I'm gonna pitch the camera down now. Let's see if we can see there it is, there's the line. You see it swinging there in the camera? I can see the weight at the end, that's so cool. I'm gonna go down now. So I'm kind of looking at the drone and the screen at the same time. Let's see if we can see it touch the water as it's kind of swinging, right? can see it swinging back and forth. Touch the water yet? Nope. There it goes. Just, did it touch the water? There. So it just touched the water. I don't even know if I want to land it on the water. It's going to be hard to tell if I have a fish, right? Maybe I'll just try to kind of land it and then like possibly see if we can see the fish down there. Let's just give it a try. I think it's probably going to get pretty darn scratchy though. Closer and closer to the water. Let me just show you guys how close I am to the water. See this? Oh, okay, so we're kind of tapping the water now. We're tapping some swells. Come on down a little bit. It's gonna be hard to know if we have a fish on or not. Yeah, so that's kind of not gonna work. You can't really see in the water from that distance, right? So I'm just gonna kind of have to like hover right above the water, kind of as close to the water as I can. And I guess in this kind of situation, if you're trying to directly fish from the drone, you're gonna kind of want to have it in line of sight. We'll just leave it down there for a little bit, and then we'll just try to come up and see if we have anything on the line. Yeah, I cannot, guys, for the life of me, see anything underwater. You can see the FPV. Well, maybe you can't. There you go. I'll try to have it in the hat cam there. You see how it gets just really scratchy when it lands? So there's no ability to see underwater from this far away. When I did the review, you could see underwater a little bit close up, but just can't see anything at this distance. So I'm just gonna hover here. Let me pick the camera up a bit. You can see what the drone's kind of doing. It's just kind of bobbing right on the, I might actually have a fish. Let me pitch the camera down. It feels like it's going back and forth. I'm gonna go full throttle up. Anything? Gosh, can you guys see anything on there? Full throttle up. Ooh, there's one on the bottom. Let me bring it back and let's just check. So camera back up. And let's go ahead and just full bore back. See if we have anything. I doubt it. Let's just give it a check real quick. Whoa! So don't do that. Don't stop right away. So there's nothing on the line. You can see that weight just swinging like crazy. We want to be a little more gradual in our stopping. This is the first time I've done this, so we'll go ahead and dunk it again. Just out past the breakers. Let's go a little shallower this time, maybe right around here. Okay. Full throttle down. And we'll just go right about there, just so it's kind of touching the water. Just bobbing on the water. See if we can get any kind of fish on there. Okay, so I'm gonna check my bait again, and I am going to just full throttle up right now. Full throttle up. See if we got something. Anything at all? Gosh, is the thing still on? Boy, something may have pulled the... Whoa, look! Something pulled the line all the way off. Holy smokes, we got no more line. Look at this, guys. All I have is the swivel and a tiny bit of line left. That's a bummer. Oh man. Anyway, let me show you how the drop mechanism works. So I'm going to pull on it a little bit. Pulling on it, and here's the airdrop, right? So switch the airdrop, boom, and that drops off. Switch it back on and it closes. So that's the idea, but man, something big must have hit it. That's too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and land this thing, get my big pole rig up, and we're just gonna drop a giant rig way the heck out there and see if we can get some big fish. Whoops. Kind of wanders on landing sometimes. No harm done though. Little sand in the motors, but this thing can handle it. This is kind of a slide bait rig, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it as a dunker. So I have the main line tied off here, and then I have the breakaway line here. This is about 30 feet, and it's actually going to this little triangular, I think this is like a 6-ounce weight. So that'll kind of dig into the sand eventually and find some coral. And then if we do get a big fish, this will break away and we can just reel in the fish with this. And what I'm doing today is, since we didn't catch any bait fish, I'm using this squid. So I'm just gonna put a couple of these guys on, just like this. Flies are loving this now. You know what I mean? Just twisting it, rehooking it, twisting it, rehooking it. So I'm gonna put a couple on this hook and then we'll lift off and take it out. I'm not camping today and it's almost 4 o'clock, so we're just gonna leave it in the water till the evening and hopefully we can get something. So we'll launch up, same battery, because I'm just gonna take it out there and then come back, right? Drop it and come back. So just let it hover right there, grab our line, not get it really tangled in everything. Here we go. And we'll come down a little bit. And then we'll just kind of hook on. Right there. Ready for the airdrop. Boom. See that pin go right through it? We're ready to go. So up and out. Go ahead and pitch the camera down so you guys can see this real quick. There's the bait. And let's go out and drop this thing. I got the drag pretty loose so it can pull some line out. Oh. Let me make sure everything is not getting tangled on the... Oh shoot, the line is kind of kapakai. I gotta come back a little bit. There we go. Okay, the line was on the tip. So it'll just go up and out so we don't hit it in the propellers. There's the weight. See the weight right here? That's the weight on the end of the 30-foot line that's gonna break away. Got a little bit of a tangle up there, but that's okay. So it'll just go straight out. And we wanna watch our line, right? Woo, there we go. There's my kids actually swimming down there on the boogie boards. See them there? So you don't want to hit them. So you can hear it taking some line out, and that's what it's supposed to do. So we'll just go just straight out from the pole. I'm kind of turning right a little bit. I'll have the video up and everything. And we don't need to go too high, because we're just gonna drop it. So what I want to do is maybe have at least a quarter of my line left. So we'll just keep going out. I think that's about half of my line. Go a little bit more to the right. I think that's about good. I think that's like 3/4 of the line. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it now. So let's tilt the camera down. There's the bait. And here we go. We'll tighten up our drag. So at least it doesn't keep pulling out line too much. Tighten up our drag. And then we're just gonna drop that sucker, right? So here we go, airdrop right here. Check out the video. And just dropping straight down. 1, 3, 2, 1, drop. Woo! There it goes, guys. Boom, into the water. Okay. So what I want to do is just, this guy will actually stay there and hover in the sky, I want to go ahead and kind of reel it up a little bit so I can kind of feel it kind of grab the sand or the reef, right? Now remember, this is just a 6 ounce, but I don't want that hook to grab any of the reef. So I'll just kind of pull until we feel it really grab. Reeling it up. That feels about good. Right about there. Put this sucker back in the pole holder. I'll pop back in if a fish grabs that, but now we just wait. That's fishing, right? The drone's still up in the air, hovering there, and it's time to come home. This sucker is ready for come home, so we will tilt back up. Some fish are probably already biting the pole. I'm gonna go up so I'm kind of really out of the way of my line. Turn around, let you guys see the beach I'm at. Ooh, look at that. And we'll just come straight back home. There we go, we are back. Definitely don't want to catch the line, right? So we want to be a little bit to the left of the line. Just coming straight on down. And we're just gonna land clear of the pole and everything. Right about here. There we go, locked it in, solid. Stuck that landing. Uh-oh, tide's coming up. Okay, so I'll pop back in if we get a fish. Okay guys, so I got a couple of slide bait rigs actually already set up from a while ago. I'm just gonna take this little spinning pole and I got it rigged up with some weight, and I'm just gonna try to put like some squid tentacles on this small little hook, catch some bait fish. Maybe we can like slide down some actually live fish on here, give us some better chances, because that pole is just sitting there, no bites or nothing. And this is kind of cool. You see this little pigtail, so you can actually put it on the line and twist it over, and it actually locks off. It can't come back out, and you can just slide your fish down there, and the fish will swim down to the end of the line and stop on the other stopper. And then we'll have a live fish on there for the Aloha that hopefully will grab it. So anyway, let me get some tentacles here and we'll just put them on the hook. Waves are picking up, but just anything small. Make sure my drag's good. Yep. Anything nice and small that wants to bite on this bait, because Aloha are not picky. They're opportunistic feeders, so they will just, if they're in the area and they're hungry, man, they'll just grab whatever you put on there. Even like a baby Aloha, like a small pupil, they'll chomp it. Try a few different spots, you know. Oh, thought I had something. I think that's just the bottom. Yeah, that's the bottom. Oh, shucks. Snagathon. Wait, is it? Yeah, son of a gun. That's the thing about Maui shorelines, man. Snags are the majority of what happens. Anyways, try to get this unsnagged and try again. Okay, we're gonna try to fish this side a little closer. Whoa, got some waves here. A little closer to the fishing pole. So you can kind of hear the bell if something is on it. Man, the surf is really coming up. Sometimes fish are more active though in high tide. Let's try it out. Right into the breakwater. If anything, we'll get a snag, I guess. Oh, rocks. You hear those rocks on the feet. That's not fun. I think this is just a bad spot for like shoreline fishing. Just because we're right in a little bay, you know? But there's got to be something out there. Keep on going. Ah, rocks! Woo. Right into the wave. You know what I might do? Since there doesn't seem to be anything biting, even on this little spinner, I might just load up another hook, a slide bait hook with the squid, and slide it out there. Don't need the drone anymore because we already got the main line down there. So we'll just try this a little bit more. Ah, snag again. Come on. Ugh. Wow, that broke the whole line. That's what happens. Sometimes we get snags. Okay, so I'm gonna try to slide this short rig down. What you want to do is you kind of want to stagger them all different lengths, right? So that the bait, when you do slide it down the line, the baits aren't all like bunching up against each other. So we'll try this short one because the other one was kind of long. So I'm just gonna, since I can't catch any bait fish, I'm just gonna put this squid on here best I can. This is a smaller hook, so maybe we'll have better luck with smaller hooks. Right now it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with the bait that's out there, right? I have no idea. Maybe it's completely off, or maybe, yeah, maybe it's against a rock. I don't know. But we're just gonna give this a try. That should be pretty good, pretty solid there. So we're gonna slide this down. As you can see, there's a weight right here. Let's see how this works. Take our bell off. Okay, let's try this. So pull it out of the holder, and all we do, see that pigtail? So we get that pigtail here, and then we just twist it, and that's it. So that's gonna slide down the line and hopefully not come off. So pull it up kind of hard, put it in the pole holder, and then kind of reel it up so it gets kind of high. It's like stuck on the line. Yeah, we don't really have much of an angle here, huh? Let's see if we can work that thing down. Yeah, we just don't really have the slope. Oh well, we'll just try that. See what happens. Alright, so it looks like maybe we got some action here. Bells ringing. It's been a few hours, guys. It's already 6 o'clock p.m. and got the bell on here, and we're kind of getting some rattling, and it's just been pretty silent for a couple hours, so maybe something's nibbling on it, or there's something small on there. We slid that smaller hook down, so maybe something's on the smaller hook, perhaps.
What kind of bait?
Just squid. Yeah. I tried some bait fish, but I couldn't catch any. Oh, something. Eel, maybe? Something's going on. Oh. Ah, came off already. Should have grabbed it, huh? Should have set the hook. Ah, shucks. Okay guys, so I guess we don't really need the drone anymore. That was just mainly to get the bait out there and fish. So after, remember my initial review of the SPLASHDRONE 3 Plus here? Still working great. I'm gonna need to get home and definitely dunk this in the pool. Unfortunately, we did not catch anything today. That's why they call it fishing and not catching, right? So definitely need to rinse all the motors and the whole drone and everything, and make sure that we get everything rinsed out before we really store this thing away. I guess maybe the fish kind of came off that was on there, or something was just nibbling on the bait, but I just stopped and haven't had any action since. And it's just about sunset now, so I think we're not camping tonight. but we may another night here and we'll try again. So stay tuned for more drone fishing videos and all the other videos I do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget that links are always down in the description for the stuff I'm using here. I'll also go ahead and put this awesome setup, pen reel, nitro pole, great Aloha fishing setup, or just big game shoreline fishing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Let's see if we can get this thing broken down here. See if my actual breakaway theory kind of worked. So what should happen is it's kind of, the weight is on the rock but not the hook, hopefully. So if you just really crank down the drag here so it can't really come out, and then just reel it in and yank on it, make sure everything is tight. Oh, that sucker's tight. Ow, kiabi thorn. Ouch. Come on, break free. Oh, so we may be hooked to the rock. It's not breaking. Yeah, we definitely have a hook on the rock. Shucks. Guess we'll have to break this line. I think the hook's on the rock. Yeah. Yeah, because that would have guaranteed broke already. Yeah, watch out for those freaking thorns, man. Holy cow. Got one in the bone, I think. Dang, there it goes, there it goes. It broke free. Take off that sound. Let's see how much of our setup we got left. Probably nothing. We'll see. Doesn't feel like there's anything on there. It's like the whole rig broke. Yeah, so I'm thinking we need a better spot because it's not high enough for that kind of fishing. And there is the end of our line. So that's what happened. The hook got caught on the rock where the line did, and it just broke the line because I was just cranking that sucker down. Okie doke. That's a wrap. Till next time. Boat out there sailing.